Breaking news overnight, Israeli officials say 3 Palestinians who were shot while trying to stab Israelis in Jerusalem and the West Bank have died. This comes just a day after the firebombing of a West Bank site revered by Jews and the deaths of 4 Palestinians in a series of violent confrontations. Secretary of State John Kerry will meet with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu next week in Berlin to discuss ways of restoring calm in Jerusalem. Jonathan Vigliotti is in Hebron in the West Bank. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning. One of today's attacks here in Hebron targeted a security checkpoint. The victim in all of this, a police woman, she fired back after being stabbed, killing her attacker in what has been a deadly 2 days.
The violence started early Friday morning. Dozens of Palestinians set fire to Joseph's tomb in the West Bank, a sacred Jewish site. By the afternoon, Palestinian protesters were in the streets, throwing stones and Molotov cocktails at Israeli troops who were too far away to hit, but close enough to taunt. This scene in Bethlehem was fueled by Hamas's calls for a day of rage following Friday prayers. Israeli troops tried to defuse the crowd.
Israeli defense just fired about 20 canisters of gas, and it worked. Hundreds of Palestinians fled in this direction as now the troops here move closer in.
In all, Israeli police say 4 Palestinians were killed yesterday, 3 during protests, and this man, who officials say disguised himself as a news photographer and then stabbed a police officer in Hebron. The stabbings began 3 weeks ago, sparked by rumors Israelis wanted to limit Palestinian access to the revered Al-Aqsa Mosque. With each new attack comes renewed fear.
Even in my home, I'm afraid, and I always close the doors that maybe some terrorists will come and attack me.
And the second attack here in this region targeted an Israeli civilian. He was armed, fired back, and killed his attacker. Anthony.
Jonathan Vigliotti in Hebron this morning. Thank you, Jonathan.